Today we're going to take a look at Exteria. What is Exteria? Well, let's go ahead and dive in and see what it's all about. So first and foremost, there's no actual splash screen or really any kind of options menu. Once you load the game, you get a little pop-up asking you about settings and keyboard input. Then after that, we kind of go right into the game, so that's very different to say the least, putting it mildly. Anyway, so we get put into the game right here. We have the option of changing survival mode, doing a new game and exit, so I'm going to go ahead and do a new game right from here. Now, the game starts you off on this little island. As you can see, you get plopped right down here with this old man, and he begins to talk to you.
Where am I? On an island. Who's talking? Well, me, of course. You didn't even open your mouth. It's not required here. You'll hear me just fine. With that said, why don't you get started killing monsters, and I fill you in along the way. Killing monsters? That reaction doesn't surprise me. People don't have much experience in that where you come from. Yet you're the only one who can kill them. And how exactly could I do that? With the help of those herbs over there.
Okay, so that's our cue to go over here and pick them up.
You can't kill monsters by throwing herbs at them, so take this to channel the energy contained in them.
Alright, so already it tells us press E to interact. Now, the color for the keywords and all around here could be a little bit better, as quite frankly, you really can't see where it says press E to interact, but yes.
Well, I don't see any monsters, so I won't need that thing. That's because they're on another island. Use the teleporter over there to get to them.
Okay, so there's our teleporter. So this game is made by Mysteria Games. It's definitely very interesting, but there still seems to be a lot of work ahead of this. As you can hear, it sounds like the same voice actors doing both characters. No-brainer, right? I wish they would put a more, I don't even know if I would say more detailed, but just a detailed options menu in the game in all. In-game right now, we only got about 3 options. New game, survival mode, and exit game, which right now we're not going to fool with. And of course, yes, we must go around picking up reagents every time we need them. It does take account how many reagents you have and what you can use. I should say it presents a little bit of a challenge that you have to manage what you have. Okay, we'll press E to interact again.
Okay, I can definitely see monsters here. I can't hear you up here, but I'm guessing you're asking yourself right now, how are you supposed to kill them? The answer is quite simple. With magic. The thing about magic is that it only works if you believe in it. So I suggest you try that.
As you can see on the bottom right, you have a little counter of how many fireballs we can use. And of course, yes, we got a fireball.
You should be ready to kill a rat now. Just don't forget to collect more herbs to fuel your spells along the way. The other monsters are stronger than rats. Try not to get yourself killed, because you will lose all collected herbs if you die. Come back here, and I'll teach you another spell.
Okay, well first we're going to go ahead and grab some of these herbs. So this the whole process of getting herbs and everything makes it a little challenging, but once again, you can clearly see this is not a finished product, so take it for what it's worth. And of course, we're not going to go in the middle just yet. He's going to give us another spell, which should be our healing spell. As you can see, we can become quite limited by how many reagents we do have in our inventory, so have to be very mindful of that at all times. Okay, let's head back now.
You'll need more powerful spells to defeat your toughest opponents, but I'll start with a healing spell to ensure you won't return here all too often. You don't seem to like me much, so why do you help me? Well, you've answered your own question there. The sooner you complete your tasks here, the sooner you can leave. That sounds good. So, what's my next task? There is only one thing you have to do in the forest. Get rid of a tree, which is quite literally the root of our problems. Mainly because it's alive and angry. However, once you've killed a stronger enemy, like a troll, you'll be able to use a new spell. so you might want to do that first.
As you can see, every time we get new spells, they're up on top. It gives you a little key number of what to hit. So we got 1 for Fireball, 2 for healing. And as you switch them back and forth, you get a little visual effect on the wand, which is kind of cool. Again, we have to be very mindful of what we got on reagents. As you can see, we only have 4 for healing. We may want to go ahead and try to collect more as well. The opening story really does act like a tutorial. It tries to give you an explanation of the game, how to play the game as we go along, and initiate their original beginning quests. And you really do have to stock up on fireballs and healing herbs and such, because some of these monsters really do move fast. I believe we have an orc right up ahead, so there we go. You can engage some of these guys.
Orcs have strong arms that are perfect for wreaking havoc with an axe.
Yeah, it don't take much to engage these guys, so you have to be very mindful of where they're at. And they do get smart, and they will dodge your attack at some point. As you can see, this orc is sitting here trying to go sideways on me. Trying to go crossways on me, are you? And of course, there we go. I'm out of fireballs. Oh, great. And I'm going to have to go ahead and run. Run! Oh my god. So yeah, there are faster enemies than orcs, actually. So it is possible to catch something that will really kill you. Where you at, orc? Got 4 fireballs. This ain't good. Heal. At least with the heal spells, you do get more out of it. Where you at? Where you at? At least you'll get roughly 20 points of health out of it. And once we kill the ogre, we will get a more powerful spell. Go down. Very interesting death animation there. So, for the most part, it's not a bad game. It can use a little bit of work and tweaking, yeah, but I would like to see a little bit more out of this. I think adding the necessary reagents you need to collect adds a little bit to the challenge. Now, of course, how they handle that is entirely different. Get out of here, you. Looks like we got a little imp.
Kobolds are just about as fast as they are ugly. They're very aggressive, but weak enough on their own.
Yeah, you ain't kidding. Once again, we're just trying to stockpile on all these reagents, because once you get toward the boss, you're really going to need them. And one thing I've noticed about this, especially in the beginning tutorial, is a lot of these enemies like to hide. I've actually triggered C like that, they'll hide behind grass and such. You won't know till it's too late. Come here, you. Yeah, sometimes it's best to try to get them a little bit closer to you so you could do attacks like this. No. No. There we go. Die. Is he jumping over my attack? No, but he's hurting me, that's for sure. Alright, hurry up and heal. Oh my, hurry up and heal. Oh, now this is where it becomes problematic later on in the game, because you got guys like this that you cannot shake. Heal. Heal. Okay. Oh my god, dude, get off my nuts. Seriously, and of course we're dead. So if you die in a tutorial, it'll actually teleport you back to where the old man is, just chilling on his rock. And he has nothing to say to you, he's disappointed. Oh well, F you, old man. We go back. Of course, as I was saying, the prospect of going around collecting reagents can be challenging, just as long as the challenge isn't too complex, I guess you could say. Having a whole horde of monsters collecting all the hoarding all the reagents will be rather pain in the ass. But at the same time, having the player actually have to outsmart things can be a really good idea. I don't mind having a little bit of brain torture, I guess you could call it, as long as there's some fun value to it. But nobody wants to try to keep running around a whole bunch of mobs to get the ability to attack if it's made impossible. And that's not what I'm trying to say here. Now, I haven't played this all the way through higher levels, so I can't say with certainty about how it is on the higher end. But for the most part, it's pretty interesting. The game's been pretty fun at times. It's also been a little challenging at times. Again, it's easy to get caught off guard around here with the mobs hiding in bushes and such. So it's something you have to be really mindful of. And there we go. We got another little cobalt over here. And like I said, these things are fast. I have no fire reagents. I believe there's a way to run, but offhand I cannot don't see it right now. Again, I would really like to see them... There we go, he's dead. I would really like to see more development from the game, but this is an early look at it, so there may be more to it, I hope so. Again, I definitely feel like there should be... Oh my... Leave me alone, you little dick. Leave me alone, you little dick. I really wish they're... Oh god, they are not all stopping. Yeah, I'm getting my rear end handed to me here. This is not good. I mean, there's definitely something here. It just needs a little bit more refining, that's all. I don't really think it's about the graphics so much as it is the gameplay. Oh, uh-oh. Well, that dude's not good. There's our ogre. Can I get some more firepower to kill him? Okay, so our fire will be on trees. Oh, great, an orc. Just what I needed. No healing reagents either. Fantastic. I do know of at least 4 spells at this current time. I've played a little bit past this part. I did get the leech life, which is really interesting. Okay, well, he's dead. Now, I damn well know we're going to need more reagents for fireballs in order to make this work. So again, this is the kind of part I could really get into. I could really enjoy this. The aspect of, okay, how am I going to take this ogre down without not dying? And to some degree, the kobolds can actually issue a pretty good challenge too at their speed. But that's the kind of thing I can get behind. As a player, it's a challenge, but it's not built incredibly insane. Come on, you. I'm also knowing that I'm probably going to need a lot more than 8 fire reagents for this. And I know I've already stated this, but I like how at times the monsters do move. Now, I mean, it's a little bit scripted, you could see that. They do tend to move off in certain directions at certain points, you could tell. But just the ability for the monsters to try to dodge is a nice addition here.
Things are starting to get interesting. You can now use the Fire Stream spell to deal lots of damage up close.
Now, I'll be quite frank, I didn't really care for this magical ability here. I mean, it's supposed to be a really strong fire spell up close, like he said. But I don't feel like it does as much damage. I see more better results. Oh god. No. No. I see more results, it feels like, from the fireball. Maybe it's because I'm aiming horribly with the flame shot, but really. Okay, we gotta get more healing reagents. Where's that orc at? Okay, he's there. There's another ogre. I am not dealing with him. By the way, some of these reagents will regenerate. So if you get one from, say, this tree, I can return a little bit later and get more from it. Alright, let me go ahead and pull this up. Now this thing will burn reagents really fast. Yeah, there we go, there we go. And of course a couple hits did nothing to him. So it's almost better in a way for orcs to just be at ranged. You'll begin to notice after a while which mobs are easier to take on at ranged, and which ones you might be better off with close up. Alright, come on you dick. Where you at? Give me that. And we'll play a little bit more. But this is the general consensus of the game. You're going to work your way up to the boss, and then go from there. That's it. Feel the burn. Finally, got him down. With 2 pieces left. Okay. It's a little bit of a challenge. I mean, once again, maybe it's just me with the flame. It just feels like it could be tightened up just a little bit. I don't know. Alright, so yeah, there's our boss in the actual mist. If we felt so, we could actually take him on right about now. But I will tell you from personal experience, there's going to be a lot of mobs in there waiting. They're probably hiding behind trees. Like, there we go. There's a kobold right there. If you're not careful, it's easy to miss him. And, of course, you've already seen... Oh, never mind, it's an orc. Well, as you know, kobolds are ridiculously savage. Come on. Get you down. Yeah. See, I had 10 reagents for fire, and it just seems like I should have burnt him in maybe half. Or that took maybe 9. I don't know. Once again, I feel like there should be some tweaking, some small tweaks here and there. It's just better off to just use the fireball on some of these mobs, like this boss, for instance. And of course, he doesn't do anything too crazy. He doesn't do anything out of the ordinary. He will chase after you. There you go. You got a little health bar right there to tell you how much he has left. Alright, we seem to be doing a pretty good job. I don't even know if I would say he has speed. But, yeah, you do not want to get hit by this guy because he can actually F you up pretty good. Speaking of which, I cannot seem to remember what the actual run button was. Okay, so let's get that. Have to be very mindful of what mobs are where because I do not want to actually drag any more out. If you get a couple kobolds on you, it can actually be over relatively quick. There we go, dude. So we may actually be able to go ahead and whittle him down. I mean, this is the tutorial. The first few parts in here are the tutorial, so it is what it is. Grab that. Okay, come here, you son of a bitch. We may not be able to whittle him down after all, but we got him close.
Well done. Now that you've killed this evil tree, this forest will be able to return to its normal form, eventually. You should now go to the next area where your true enemy awaits.
Okay, well, your true enemy. Indeed. So this is Exteria. It's... How would I put this? It almost feels like a puzzle game. I don't know. It's like an RPG kind of puzzle-ish game. You could really just kind of put it into a whole bunch of categories. There's a lot to it. It's worth a try. I'll put some links down in the video description. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. I'd love to hear from you. I would never say a game is bad. I would say it would need a few improvements. And I would definitely say this game could use a few improvements, but I could see potential here. There is some room for improvement. You could go back and do a little bit with graphics.
And infested with undead creatures.
Go back and do a little bit more with the graphics. Some of the monster AI could use some tweaking as well. I mean, it's got some good things there. It just needs some tweaking and some workaround. Of course, what do we got? A new spell here, right?
Ah, you found a new deadly mushroom. This should open up some interesting opportunities. Come and see me on the floating island when you're ready.
And there definitely seems like there's a story here, so that's good. But yet, what we've yet to see of that, who knows? Oh, great. We got the zombie coming after me. Well, dude, I am not dealing with your ass, so we're gonna go ahead and bypass you. We'll go back to the island, we'll tell us about the new spell, and that's that. So yeah, this is done by Mysteria Games. A rather interesting company, to say the least. So... how would I rate this game? I don't know. I would say it has a possibility.
Use the teleporter over there to get back here quickly.
Okay, old man, okay.
The next spell I will teach you is Life Leech, which heals you each time you damage an enemy, and surprisingly even works on the undead.
A little bit of lag there. Oh, there we go.
Guess. I'm supposed to use it on my true enemy? Exactly. He's the fire-breathing guardian of a portal that will get you out of here. This dragon will burn you to ashes if you try to leave while he is still alive. Sounds like I have no choice but to kill him then.
Alright, so that pretty much sums up the tutorial area right about there. Once again, let me know what you think down in the comment section below. I'd love to hear from you. I would like to see more work from this. I would like to see if there's anything else that can be done with this. I mean, there's definitely room for potential, but as always, we shall see. Anyway, have yourselves a wonderful day, and if not, then just simply fake it. This has been Graz, and I will see you again next time with another Let's Look At.